Elections is a very high-stakes event. The fate of the country is determined within the course of 1 week. Not to mention, individuals' careers are on the line. It is clear that various candidates take a lot of effort in crafting their message, and their victory do not take place by chance. It is yet another masterclass in persuasion and marketing, especially when we have some of the brightest people in the country behind those campaigns. In this video, I will share some of the best practices in persuasion that you can use in your marketing campaigns. Disclaimer, I'm no politics expert and will not express any political views. We are looking at it from a marketing standpoint. Number 1, specificity. PAP actually does this very well. In this handbook that was sent to my home, I see a lot of specific promises. For example, it says 8 out of 10 homes will be within 10 minutes of an MRT station by 2030. It is hyper-specific. The timeline is specific and the outcome is quantified. 8 out of 10 homes within 10 minutes of MRT station is impressive. The more specific the promise, the easier it is to hold someone accountable. I mean, numbers are objective and measurable. It's black and white. It's either you achieve it or you don't. This is why numbers and specificity make a very strong argument. When you are specific, you are convincing. On the other hand, when people do marketing, they are very vague and ambiguous. We are the best tuition center in Singapore. We ensure customer satisfaction. What does it even mean? I'm not sure. When the promise is generic and vague, the messaging is weak. We have to take a leaf from politics and craft a brand promise that's more specific and quantifiable. For example, for our digital marketing agency, if we do not deliver results within 50% of our benchmark, our clients get 1 month free service. It is specific with consequence. Number 2, mind reading. Politics is the same as marketing in the sense that you are speaking to the masses. Unlike one-to-one sales, you cannot directly ask people for their objections or questions towards your pitch. You have to do mind reading and anticipate people's objections and address them in your pitch. In one of his speeches, SM Lee told Singaporeans,
"Just vote according to your heart. You think PAP is good? Vote for it. You think we are bad? Vote against us."
I was immediately struck by the pitch because he was spot on in anticipating the objection. Indeed, on the ground, I hear friends saying that I am going to vote for opposition because others are voting for PAP anyway. SM Lee was speaking directly to what people are thinking. Given that politicians tend to hang out with politicians from the same party, it is impressive that SM Lee actually understands what the masses are thinking on the ground. Of course, I bet he does a lot of market research, whether through online tools or actual interactions to allow him to capture people's sentiments. When it comes to marketing, however, most businesses are not practicing that. Most of us are just speaking from our ivory towers. We are not matching our message to the sentiments of our target audience. For example, as marketers, we tend to assume that our target audience is geeky and techy like us, and we talk about jargons like SEO, CRO, and CRM, etc. However, the target audience doesn't care. They care about the results and impact of digital marketing. It's important to understand your target audience and match your message to their preferences. You might have also observed that politicians will tailor their message to the demographics of the estate. For example, in older estates, they tend to talk about healthcare issues. In newer estates, they talk about job opportunities and economic issues. This is essentially marketing 101, market segmentation, right? Number 3, use of fear. The opposition has repeatedly called out PAP's use of fear in their messaging, and this is no secret. PAP talked about the threat of trade tariffs affecting Singapore's economy and causing uncertainty in the future ahead. This is a very concerning macro situation indeed, but this is also a very strong ammunition in politics and in persuasion. Nobel Prize winner Daniel Kahneman has proven that people are twice as likely to take action out of fear rather than out of pleasure. Fear is a strong motivator. In marketing, we tap on people's fear of losing and fear of missing out. Kiasuism is real. For example, tuition centers might talk about the fear of failing in exams and failing O-levels. The key thing is that the fear must be real. There is ethical politics and there is also ethical marketing. If you use fear, it has to be a real threat. If you make things up, your reputation will suffer in the long term. For example, the authorities has called out real estate agents' use of fear tactics to get people to buy condos by saying that HDB flats will become worthless after 99 years on social media. The use of baseless fears It's not just frowned upon, but may even get you into trouble, so you have to use it carefully. Number 4, use of stories. If there's one thing about political speeches, is that they are not boring. On the other hand, most Facebook ads are boring. They basically just shout direct promos or discounts, 20% off, 50% off, free trials. There's nothing interesting or compelling about the ad copy that makes me want to read. There are many different types of interesting stories you can weave into your message. Customer story, your origin story, and so on. In the case of the election, Ms. Lee Hui-ying, who is a PAP candidate in Nee Soon GRC, shared about her origin story of how she got started in politics after being inspired by a former MP. You may think that your storytelling is not relevant to the product or the subject you are promoting. That's not true. For someone to buy anything from you, they need to know, like, and trust you. It's not just about the product. Telling stories allow you to resonate with your target audience. In the case of Ms. Lee Hui-ying, she shared that she started volunteering when she was in Nanyang JC, and she was just an ordinary citizen just like any one of us. That creates resonance with the voters. I hope you learn from the 4 lessons of marketing from the 2025 election, which are number 1, specificity, number 2, mind reading, number 3, use of fear, and number 4, storytelling. Ultimately, when we run campaigns targeting masses at scale, our target audience should feel like they are speaking to them one-to-one. I think our politicians managed to achieve that. As marketers, we should also strive towards the goal of resonating with our target audience, because our wallets will thank us for it. Thanks for watching this video. Do like, subscribe, and press the bell notification button so that when new videos are released, you will be notified. I'll catch you soon.